to see people like Blitz with the type of runs he did get to go out at 4th in a very, very tough set, but now we're going to the losers finals.
And you always want that competition. You never want to see it stale. And this state and this entire region are extremely hungry to get better. And that's exactly the gameplay you want to see.
Yeah, now we've reached kind of a wall for Hawk. Like, Hawk has taken sets off Ling before, but it has been quite some time.
And last set was game 3, if I recall correctly. And I mean, that's not something that was a fluke like you mentioned earlier.
Not at all. It's very similar to what happened for a long time with Ling and Light. They were like Light was trying to come up and beat Ling, and he was finally able to get through to Ling, and now eventually he's able to take over number 1. But with Ling is so consistent. He's so intelligent at understanding the game in its fundamental breakdown. He's used to Hawk's playstyle. He's seen this over and over again. It's very similar to like an Anti or not so much a Nairo, but like just a lot of other top players' mindsets. Play simple, simplify the game, go for single hits.
Exactly. I mean, one of the things that Ling excels at because of his playstyle is like being a reaction-based player, because it's more that sensory overload that kind of forces the reaction, and that's exactly what he's punishing. But Hawk did a great job against the Punisher zone, taking that first stop.
Yeah, he had massive sensory overload right there when there was about 10 claws that came scratching at the face. And for Hawk, that's huge. I can point it out all night, but Hawk needs this. He has to have a stock lead and a comfortable one at that, especially against people who do not falter when behind like Ling.
Exactly. I mean, because of the way that Lynx plays, it's very beneficial when he has a lead. When he doesn't, he has to be a bit more committal. And that's exactly what's going to be the tale of this set, is just seeing how this kind of just makes Hawk's reaction-based playstyle itself.
Yeah, and the thing is, too, even when he has to commit, it's like, well, he's still really good at it. Like, he knows, even when behind, it's like, well, all I need is 1 to 2 interactions. I got my down tilt. I got my down throw combos. It's gonna guarantee things, but yeah, but that was like a very, very intelligent placement of that F smash. Gonna close that out.
If you notice, for the most part, he was very still, just not trying to get too worried about all these movement options that Ling is doing, and just waiting for him to get right into the area where he can strike.
Yeah, I think he was almost counting him out. It's like, wait, 1, 2, 3. All right, he's probably gonna do it now, because Ling really didn't do anything for a few interactions, just trying to get Hawk to move. It's like, well, you know what? I'm gonna put a hitbox out, and it worked out.
Now Ling getting a nice grab and just pushing Hawk as far off the stage as he can, getting that air dodge, and that was just one of those situations where...
Yeah, that wasn't even so much more of an SD, more so it's just a forced air dodge that just missed a ledge. That was great layers covered by Ling. Oh, Mistex get a lead them.
And a beautiful thing that we just saw there too was Ling baiting out the reflector by pulling the turnip, but going for the up air to start getting him that conversion where he can finally get this comeback going. But the up smash, proving that it only takes a couple interactions to end this game.
Yep, and Hawk, he knows now. He's like, all right, I got him at back air kill percent. Just getting by Ling there, and that's pretty much what you always see out of Hawk there at the ledge. Back air or the up smash roll read, but it's pretty much, it is the go-to for a Wolf. Ling trying to look for back airs at the ledge, hoping he would jump.
Doing a bit of a committing option there with that side B, and now we're just seeing Hawk trying to wall him out. Look at that, looking for the option, just waiting there at times. Now, both of these people not even swinging, understanding that one false move can end the entire set.
Yeah, that was almost the false move right there. Like, Ling was trying to bait him to approach, but Hawk coming out on top in the Patience War. Not that time, though, trying to get off the ledge. Ling throwing out that nice long-going hitbox of the down smash, closing out.
Immediately going for that ledge drop, just thinking to himself, I'm going to go for this. But now, for Ling, we didn't see that the entire set. We saw Ling playing a bit under that platform, just enough range where he can kind of react to an option. But there, Ling decided, I'm going to be proactive this time.
Yeah.
I understand this is my time. I understand that, you've been waiting. And it's just like we were talking about before, that just the conditioning that just goes on, and you just push that down. He's like, yeah, just go for your option. We'll go for your drop ledge. It's going to be over.
Have multiple ideas in place. Even if it seems simple, have different ideas in place. You can't always just go for the same thing. And, Hawk, he was keeping it simplified as needed with the back airs and such and up smashes, trying to force Ling at the ledge. But Ling has layers that are very stressful to deal with at the ledge. Let's be real. And his damage output that he gets, much greater than. But going into game number 2 here, Ling taking that first game was a relative nail-biter just already on game number 1.
And now Hawk deciding he doesn't want these platforms to bother anybody. He just, he loves those tech situations, and he can get a great deal on them if he just has his flat stage working for him.
Of course, that bear beats pretty much everything. Peach don't play no games. She does her leg workouts. She does her squats. The glutes are extremely tight. She knows what's up.
Yeah.
Peach takes good care of herself.
Hawk is, I mean, and getting himself a bit out the corner here, but Ling's kind of just pushing the initiative. It's looking very different from the last game. It's no longer one of those things where Ling was for a tiny bit trying to make that comeback. Now it's just like, hey, you know what? I'm just going to push the aggression here. I know you put this in a flat space because you thought I wouldn't be as aggressive. You thought I'd rely too much on the platforms.
Yeah, I think he mostly, he went online. He decided to go here to get the lasers online. And it also just prevent the tech chases. But luckily for him, he's going to get a mistech out of LingLing there. And that was a great edge guard.
You got to be careful. I mean, just that's lingering there, just getting just enough to hit the ledge can be extremely deceiving in the tech or not.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, no. Never mind. He ended up getting by on the last turnip pull there.
Yeah, committed a bit too much. Didn't expect Hawk to go for that aggressive option. But now with the stitch, how's this going to work out?
Well, I mean, pretty much exactly how I expected at the start. Problem was he wasn't able to hit him with it. You know that reflector was just going to come out there at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
Read the jump. Yep, no, he's trying to go for air dodge read instead, just trying to force him to go low.
Go for that down smash again, but not exactly the right time. But that forward air, barely going to do it. And now Ling at the corner again. Some problem that we've seen a bit from him, especially with that stuff with light. Might be bleeding some colors here when he's playing against Hawk. Going for, hey, now they're just kind of both dancing for center stage. Ling just getting a straight backer. Not going to get too much out of it. That back throw from Hawk, though.
Yeah, Hawk just trying to keep it simple. Just say, all right, I'm just going to force him towards the side. Try to go for single hits. Oh, that's a bad. Okay, here, look. He got away from the forward air there and didn't land on center stage, too.
But a good parry is going to put Ling in that situation, a complete reversal.
Ling's been so aggressive and disadvantaged against Hawk in particular. Like, normally Ling is pretty preserved in his recovery, but I think he knows that Hawk pretty much won't go off stage against him out of maybe a nair.
Maybe it's also one of those like mental block, that kind of demon-esque kind of characteristics where he's just confident.
Yeah.
He understands that there's a wall here that Hawk's trying to climb, and he's going to make sure that
I can agree.
Act like a demon.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that too, because like you put the hitbox out to establish the fear. It's like, don't you dare come out here. And there we go, catching him with the fair on the landing there. Lock throwing a few too many up tilts. Well,
it's like, you know, he's been winning the majority of these sets. We know the Hawk's been the underdog in this situation, and at times, that's why we're seeing these acts of aggression that Ling puts on. And sometimes it just pushes out some desperate options from Hawk, because we saw there that dash attack forcing that stock there.
Exactly. I was actually just about to point out that dash attack too. Ling just walked away slowly, just kind of faded away so he could try and bait out a kill option. You know, if Hawk saw through it, it would have been great. But it's these type of spots where Ling gets the lead, where he'll slow it down on purpose. Like so. Exactly like that. He slows it down on purpose just to make it so Hawk will start to get frustrated. Hawk is normally very solid at keeping his composure. And he is right now too. He's doing a great job at it. But the fact that you feel lost because you know that Wolf can't cover that type of range to close it out, there you go, though, finally getting the up smash. I
mean, Ling, with that lead, and you know, he's at high percent, he wasn't trying to get killed. That's probably also why you saw him not even committing to an option, just to movement. And we're seeing Hawk doing a bit of this himself, finally getting that falling fair, quick 30%. Hopefully it's going to be enough to get him back in this game.
Oh, wow. Just barely caught him at the back end of that forward smash. Forward air. Might as well be a forward smash. But
that crown hurts.
Yeah, we talk about Levin Sword having all these smash attack. It's in the air. That forward air from Peach is basically one, too. That's his jump.
Looks like it's going to be it, yeah.
Yep, that jump that he just goes out. It's like, yep, you got me. Nothing I can do here. And that's stressful because you want to jump. You want to get out of that spot. But jump management against a Peach with turn up in hand, really difficult if your character has bad recovery.
It's one of those situations where Ling actually before was just waiting for him to start the up B to throw the turnip, and this time like in the last game, which is like, I'm going to be proactive. I'm just going to throw this in.
You're throwing it like if this is the ledge, you're throwing it like right here to get 2 frames before 2. That forced Hawk to have to jump and try and bury himself in the corner a little bit more. That cost him because Ling had already forced him to go low. Exactly. That is very, as somebody who has not the greatest recovery in the world as myself, that is really annoying.
Extremely hard to deal with.
Yeah,
I mean, I love doing that when I see you do it later. Like chopping the same situation.
It's a smart thing to do. Like it just you know, from speaking from a perspective of somebody in a stressful situation, you have to, you know, it's like, all right, am I going to pull the jump now? Am I going to pull a jump a little bit after? I've already been gimped in this situation, and Ling is so good at forcing that over and over again. Exactly. Oh, we're seeing a color change, actually. We're
also seeing kind of a layout change. Now, Hawk opting for a stage that promotes more of scrambles, more like brawls. We're going to see how far it pushes him, as we see him being a bit more aggressive now already, just kind of throwing out that dash tag saying, hey, guess what?
Yeah, I don't know if this color says, hey, be more aggro, because there you go, getting the down smash.
That's exactly what we're seeing.
It may be, because quite literally, I don't think I've ever seen Hawk not play his color scheme. Like, at first it used to be all the red ones, but then he just stuck with the blue one and only ever plays the blue one. I know it's something that doesn't really matter that much, but it's confusing me.
Sometimes it changes the mindset. I mean, this might just be what he needs to be able to take it versus Ling right now.
Hey, maybe. I mean, currently down 2-0, you got to figure something out.
And he has a lead. Looks like his counter pick is doing wonders for him. Now back air, being a bit too crazy.
Oh, I like the rising reflector there. Actually back Ling off, but gonna get crossed up at the ledge. Gets that back throw.
Not exactly gonna work out. Misses that backer from the falling fair, and because of that, Ling,
oh, that's his jump. That's his jump. Yeah. Okay, Ling couldn't go off stage. Yeah, I think that dash attack there was actually meant to be a forward air.
Just barely missing that down smash and losing the advantage, but Ling committing a bit too much, kind of just putting it on himself here.
Yeah, swinging for the fence. I mean, when you're up 2 games like that, that's the type of play you'll see out of Ling. He'll swing for the fences, hope that you jump and catch you off guard, and that would have sealed the stock out too.
It's definitely one of those things that just send a message. That's kind of like Ling's goal at times. You know, he wants to let you understand, like, I'm still going to win. There's a reason I have those 2 games.
Exactly. Ling's entire blueprint is making you feel frustrated. He's super successful at that against many players. Oh, perfect defense, too. Right, put himself right at the position where it looked like the Peach Bomber was going to end and faded back just enough that Hawk was willing to commit to the grab. But Hawk's going to commit to that up smash there instead, being too close to his shield. Going to put himself in the lead yet again.
And now we're going to probably see Hawk play a bit more defensive. Just to make sure he doesn't get too much.
Yeah, you have to. Like, normally, Hawk, like, we've seen how Hawk has been very aggro this entire first stock, trying to go for tag. No, he's actually willing to, he's just keeping it up. He's refusing to let this momentum go.
And this might be one of the things that you need, especially when you're this far behind. You kind of just need to tell him, hey, I made it here for a reason.
Yeah, no, that was none of that was textbook Hawk playstyle at all. Like, at all. I'm so used to having, I have like a bead on the way that he loves to play this game and like how where he'll usually tempo change. That whole game number 3 was a different style of Hawk that I'm actually really happy to see, because it seems like he got an understanding that you can't always try to play that patient boxing game with someone like LingLing.
Exactly.
Sometimes you just have to go at him. Now, how's LingLing going to adjust, especially with the stage counter pick over the battlefield?
I think it's the jacket.
I honestly, I think the counter pick might actually be him saying, hey, be more aggro. It could be a mental thing, but Ling absolutely loves Battlefield.
Yeah, Battlefield's a great stage.
It's just easily Ling's best personal stage at that too. Ling, he loves the platform traps. He loves the ability to cover and force air, jumps. He loves it right there. He's so good at setting up tech chase situations. Hawk is going to be able to take full advantage of that too as a Wolf player. It's great for Wolf too. But Ling is going to be just looking for massive setups on Hawk. Hawk has to be very, very careful right now.
One of the things that Hawk was doing so great last game with the aggression might actually benefit him in this type of stage layout. Even though their platforms are there, going to be very kind of just, that shield, huh?
Bruh, that was that shield damage that came to that was so close. Air dodging back in, not moving, keeping himself grounded, realizing Hawk's just trying to swing.
And great
ooh.
pressure, just kind of conditioning that shield, and he's just like, you know what, that's okay. Be afraid, it gives me enough time to get right behind you with that beautiful back air of mine.
Oh, Ling had the right idea with that nair, trying to get the roll, but just barely missed. Both of them calling out some great defensive plays right here.
We're just seeing a lot of reads coming out at once. It's a lot different from the way we've seen before, and this is what happens when games get this far along. I mean, this is game 4. Both of these players have seen a lot of what the others are expecting to do, and they're putting it out in full force in front of us right now.
Yeah, good choice from Hawk as well. Oh, the anti-air up tilt. See, this is a big benefactor for Ling here with the extended survivability on Battlefield. It's going to work a lot better for Ling overall.
And great patience from Hawk, getting the last hit of that dash attack. Not going to do too much, but I mean, it puts him in an advantage, and that's what's going to. That's what he needs.
I am super shocked that F tilt didn't hit, but the back air did end up taking the hit.
I mean, it's one of those things.
Where,
there's his jump, and now Ling off stage.
I actually kind of like, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I kind of like what ended up coming in that situation anyways. He was able to reset the tempo by going back off stage with that side B. Much more needed than he might have realized.
Right now, we're just seeing Hawk take this lead as far as he can. Not committing too much. You see him shielding a fair amount, and that's why Ling went for that grab there.
Where is he going? Yeah, deciding to jump and just run away. Yes, at 154%, don't go committing to Ling. Reset yourself and try and find something that you can do to change up the pace of the game.
Wow, doing a great job of just understanding, yeah, you know, I got this lead here. I can shield for a while. It's okay. And just resetting the situation.
Ling faked aggression at the left to be able to get himself back to the right. Like, he empty hopped a few times to get himself back in. Gonna finally close out the stock here. But this is not normally something I'm used to seeing, like the way that Hawk has been playing, how aggro he's been playing.
Yeah, I mean, it's even forcing some flubs. As you saw, Ling there actually missing a potential combo, and he really needs that right now.
Oh,
this just get it with his edge guard.
Oh, he's going to get by, though. Where's he going?
And just barely missing the punish, and now it's in Hawk's favor.
Yeah, Ling decided to go the route of looking for the roll back in. Instead, not going to get anything, and eventually leads to his demise.
Yeah, kind of punishing Ling's habit of just loving to kind of float around, but now we see this Stitch. I mean, Stitches are what comebacks are made of.
It is, Fwed. It is marked 2-1. It is.
And now
we're going to learn you.
We're going to get these downers. Ooh, and that side B just getting stuffed out by the F tilt. Ling going for some more grabs, kind of just hoping that, hoping to get something out of it, but at early percent, Wolf has so many options.
Ling was taking barely any percent. There we go, finally getting the up smash while Hawk was above him on that platform. But Ling was taking barely any percent in that whole last stock there before that string ended up coming up. So you see that Ling starting to come to life a bit here. He understands what's on the line here. Whoa! I would have been extremely impressive if he was able to close that gap even further. Excuse me, further the gap. Yeah. After that there.
We're seeing a lot of explosive play from Hawk, and that's really making a difference. But Ling finally getting a bit adjusted to it, showing that he could be just as aggressive.
Ling taking a very, very, very careful route that got him away from those couple back air attempts. Hawk is searching for blood right now. What's the option? Going for the down smash. He went for the back airs before, and Ling was lucky. He got in through.
And now resetting this, but a bit more percent. Immediately getting up, be back with that back air. That's going to seal it.
Yeah, you know what, man? Talk immediately saying good games. You know, there was a lot of layers on those hits. After he missed that situation there, you know, Hawk he got up with a neutral get up, probably anticipating Ling to maybe roll because Ling was trying to get out of there as quick as possible. But instead,